What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video today. I'm putting this up pretty late, but we are getting to the Cardinals 7-round mock draft. I promised it today. You asked for it today. We're giving it to you today. So we are still doing this probably for the next 2 videos. Leave your Q&A questions down below. I'm going to be doing a Q&A video very soon. Already have 2 people who've already commented a couple questions. I love it. It's awesome. Comment more. I want to make it a semi-enjoyable video, something that I'm not just answering 2 people's questions. So if you guys want to get to know more about me, go for it. It's always fun. Overlap questions, I don't care. If you guys are new, hit that sub button. Tell me what you want to see, because obviously I'm here to have fun with you guys, and I'll repeat this over and over again. Hit some comments down below, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I haven't really told anybody to do that, but some of you guys have actually been doing that, so that's absolutely awesome that I've been having a notification gang. So without further ado, let's rock this and let's roll. So the Cardinals, if you guys know anything about me, my first big hit video was my Cardinals records predictions video for this year. And if you're a Cardinals fan, which I assume you are watching this video, I actually had you guys going to the Super Bowl, which is it's quite interesting if you think about it, people were thinking I was crazy, but I think Kyler Murray is an excellent option. He's an excellent quarterback, and you have a stacked offense. Everything's pretty good, and the defense is pretty solid as well. Even without our good old friend Chandler Jones and him only producing 1 pressure in 6 games, kind of an issue. But at number 20, we are actually stuck with an interesting pick here, because we can rock a guy like Tyson Campbell. I don't really want to. Honestly, someone asked me if I like Eric Stokes more than Tyson Campbell. The more I watch it, I don't. Tyson Campbell got eaten alive by the guy who I'm thinking we're taking here in Kyle Pitts, but at the same time, he was so tight in coverage. Eric Stokes is also an excellent option as well, but honestly, I don't think that we need to be rocking corner here. So right now, what I'm looking at, Kyle Pitts and Travis Etienne. So Travis Etienne, we all know that Kenyon Drake is having quite an off year, and this offense needs kind of a more stable running game, because I don't think Chase Edmonds is really the long-term option. So we can definitely rock Travis Etienne. And you guys love to go to the aid of a guy like Max Williams, Dan Arnold, these guys who are serviceable, but they're not Kyle Pitts. So right now I'm stuck between these 2, and honestly, the running back is something you can address later on. The tight end class, you are getting the cream of the crop. I know Travis Etienne's an excellent weapon, and I think he's worth this pick. But when you have a guy like Kyle Pitts, I think he's worth it. Where do I have him ranked, to be honest? I have him ranked as number 6. I have Etienne at 7, but it's just it's too good to have. I think there's better running backs down the board than tight ends down the board. And Kyle Pitts is just, you see him on TDN's stat sheet. He's the highest graded skill position in the entire college football. So we're going to be rocking Kyle Pitts here. You could have went either way. I think you'd be perfectly fine going either way, if we're going to be 100% honest here. But, with all of the weapons on that offense, being able to add a more serviceable receiving tight end is kind of something that you guys could use. And I've gotten support because on one of my mock draft videos, I had, Pat Freiermuth going to you guys, and he's more of that blocker type that has the receiving ability. So he's kind of the best of both worlds, but it's kind of just too good to pass up. So now, at 52, we could be going running back if we want, but Najee's not really the type of guy we're looking for. He doesn't fit the scheme. We could be going a guy like Daniel Faalele. He could be kicking into guard if you want him to. I don't know how much longer we're going to let Gilbert play tackle. And, DJ Humphrey's been playing pretty well, but I think Josh Jones is a little bit better in the long run. We could be rocking Javon Holland if we want to. Thompson at safety isn't the best guy in the world. We could be rocking Paulson Adebo, though, and I know that Pat Pete is coming to the end of his time, but you know what? This is going to be kind of fun. Israel Mukuamu, he's an absolute stud out of South Carolina. To me, he's around 52 grade, 6'4", lightning fast, has great ball skills. Pairing him up with Byron Murphy is going to be a little bit scary. And you guys might see we could potentially go back-to-back cornerbacks in this draft class. Excellent value for the pick. Again, we're going to be getting these awkward trade choices here. I mean, this like thing that pops up with potential trades. We're not gonna be rocking that. It's not too fun. It's a little too much RNG for my gamers out there. I don't really like it, and it's just not a vibe. If you get what I'm saying. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying, a little bit pesky, but we'll rock with it. It's definitely not something I'm gonna complain too much about. At this spot, Chuba's here. That's an interesting one, but something that the NFL is really interested in this guy, Joe Tryon. You guys should look him up. He is, how we thought of Xavier Thomas as like this insane athlete, but he's just kind of ass now. Joe Tryon is that, but better. Like he has that hype, but he's actually semi-producing. He's just a little too raw. So with a team like the Cardinals that is so young and so ready to win and stuff, it's like you're kind of stuck between, Joe Tryon could be like the next Vic Beasley, where he could look good one year and then suck, or he could be a Danielle Hunter. And to me, honestly, I think both are a pretty good option in the third round, so why not get a guy like Joe Tryon? He's an absolute stud, and it's just like the sky's the limit. The other guy I would look at is the guy who's just taken right off after, Azeez Ojulari. He's an absolute stud as well. So, but we just took him in a recent draft. I'm not really in the mood to do that. So we're going to be rocking with Joe Tryon, because honestly, you can't go wrong with the potential on that guy. He could be the best pass rusher in this class. That's how good he could be. He just has a really low floor. But a team like this can take a chance. It's kind of weird. You either have the best teams or the worst teams that are the ones that are able to take a chance on a project player. So we'll see what happens. Mac Jones in the fourth. I mean, some people are putting him up in the second. That's pretty interesting. Mac Jones definitely has an accurate arm, but I don't see much of a head, like much of a processor between the shoulders. I really think that it's all scheme. I've been watching the QB school. I keep saying this in every video, but man, like the scheming that is done by the offensive coordinators for Alabama is just insane. Honestly, it's insane. And I assume they're doing so well with trying to scheme things open because they probably don't trust Mac Jones too much with his processor. So before I go hopping on the Mac Jones train, I'm a little bit hesitant. Now, we could be going linebacker here, but I assume that we probably want to be going more of this guard route. I watched the starting guards for today, and it just wasn't it, guys. It wasn't it. Like I didn't like how the interior offensive line looked, to be just pretty blunt with you guys. And Texas Tech has a pretty solid run game, so I'm gonna be rocking Jack Anderson here. I've seen him up in the third round, even second for like some teams that really like him. So being able to get a guy with a higher floor and being able to rotate him in, I think that could be a later hit in the draft. I mean, knowing the Cardinals, they always like to get their value down the line, so we never know if a Kentucky guard falls, or you never know, like if Ben Brown falls. Obviously, you can go with that, but for right now, we're gonna be rocking pretty chill with Anderson from Texas Tech, because why not? Now's the time when you take a shot on a lineman. All these linemen get hurt, so if you want to protect Kyler Murray, get a good guard and be able to at least have something there to help him out in the long run. So we'll see what happens. This team is definitely built for championships, and we're getting some solid players that we know are going to produce, and then some players that could potentially be busts, but also could be huge steals. And I think that's kind of the strategy you need to take as a team that's ready to win. You need to fill your needs with trusted players, but kind of get some good value later on with the players that could be first round quality players. So I think that's just the best way to go. And I don't think you guys would disagree with me on that, if I'm going to be straight up. I don't even know if we have another pick. We do! Yay! So at this pick, 241, like there's some interesting picks on the board, and I'm not really interested in any wide receivers or anything, but we're going to take a check at running back. I mean, you never know. I hate Robinson, if I'm going to be straight up. CJ Verdell could be a great option. For me, I think he's like around 160 for me, so CJ Verdell has a lot of good traits to him. I really don't know why. Max Borghi as well. There's two great options for free agency if they wanted to pick up a guy, But let's just check linebackers as well. I mean, there's some solid options here, but if we're going to be 100% honest, all these guys are kind of ass for the value. And I think that a guy like CJ Verdell is he kind of reminds me of Edmonds a little bit, that more receiving style back, but like can put together a very solid game. So CJ Verdell definitely is one to just, take a shot on a solid running back, somebody who can sub in case it just still isn't it for oh my god, I just blanked on Kenyon Drake, for our boy Kenyon Drake. So that's why we didn't go ETN, because Kenyon Drake still has a chance. He still definitely has a chance. So going over the draft, we have very few picks, but you have the best, arguably the best offensive weapon in the entire class, Kyle Pitts. You have a 6'4" corner that has unlimited potential as well, Mukuamu, who is able to learn and train with J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn. Which, I mean, if you're around that type of caliber talent, that means the ball's probably coming to you more often. So if he ever slips up or anything, it's just because they're not throwing at J.C. Horn. There's the corner duo in South Carolina is insane. Joe Tryon, you're just taking a shot on somebody that could be the best pass rusher in the class in the 3rd round. That's definitely worth it to me. Jack Anderson, just get that rotational lineman. You never know if Jack Anderson could be a B.J. Finney or he could be a David DeCastro. You never know. And then lastly, CJ Verdell. I mean, CJ Verdell, you can never go wrong with taking a shot on a running back, especially from Oregon, who's put up over 200 yards in quite a few games. He has the production there. He has the skills. He can catch out of the backfield. He's not going to be a game changer, but he definitely has the potential to make an impact. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, it is 10:17, so I got to put this video up because I promised it today. Obviously, don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I'll post something today and then always post it at midnight. That's not me. It's just today was a busy day. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We're over 220 subs. I don't believe it, but it's true. Probably going to come out with a big mock draft tomorrow because I've been learning a lot more about these corners and these guys who are in the 1st round. But let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.